So just to start off, Mario Wonder is a really good game. I'll give it that. It is 100% a really good game. But I definitely feel like it is unfairly my favorite. Out of all of the 2D Mario games, Mario Wonder, I say, just has enough to definitely be my favorite. But at the same time, like, I feel like, oddly enough, there is, to me at least, there is no definitive best Mario game. So I'm just going to talk about what Mario Wonder does well, and then kind of compare it to my other favorites. So my other favorites, I might as well just bring them up. So my other favorites are Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, and then the other two are New Super Mario Bros. Games, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and New Super Mario Bros. U. Those are my top 5 Mario games, at least 2D Mario games. Look, I know I have 2 New Super Mario Bros. Games, but like, they both do drastically different things, and I might just be a little bit biased because I grew up with them. But one thing that already puts Wonder above Bros 3 and Mario World is the fact that it has multiplayer. I mean, that's a very easy point for it. But Wonder also has interesting environments and things like that. So that's kind of where it beats the New Super Mario Bros. Series. But there's definitely more to it. For boss battles, Mario Wonder is really bad with that. Like, it's actually the worst 2D Mario game, I think, when it comes to boss fights. But even then, I think it has one of the best Bowser fights in all of Mario. I think the only one that actually competes with it is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Because that boss fight, you're pretty much playing a level as you're just like fighting him. That one was my favorite, but Wonder's one is pretty good. I'm not really going to talk about it because just in case some people didn't play it, but it's a pretty good boss fight. I still think Mario Bros. Wii one might be a bit better, but even then, like, it's still pretty good. So next up, I want to talk about the characters. I love the new characters that they put in that game too. Like, well, technically, there's not a whole bunch. It's really only Daisy and Yoshi, but I mean, like, I'm a big fan of Yoshi, so like, me getting to play Yoshi is actually cool. And then the next thing that I'll also give it to is the worlds are actually very unique. I feel like, even though I know they were going for a connected world type of feeling, kind of like Super Mario World, Mario Wonder's one is not bad. Like, it's actually pretty good. And then on top of that, I didn't even talk about the badge system. The badge system adds quite a bit of replayability. To be fair, I don't really need that when it comes to Mario games because I kind of always replay them. To be completely honest, sometimes I don't even use the badges when I'm replaying some of Mario Wonder stages. Yeah, I don't know. Do what you will with that. But, you know, another thing I didn't talk about, the Wonder effects. The Wonder effects are pretty good. Only thing is, it's kind of like a whole one and done type of situation. Like, if you've seen the Wonder effect one time, you kind of remember it when you're playing the stage. But even then, like, it's still a cool change. It's definitely still a cool change. So yeah, I've pretty much been talking about a bunch of the positives of Mario Wonder, but let me bring up some negatives. So I already talked about a bit about the boss fights. The second thing I have to talk about, and something I actually haven't really heard many people bring up, it's not very easy to replay this game. Like, files aside and stuff like that, if you wanted to take shortcuts in all the older Mario Bros. Games, there was always a way to do it. There was like the cannons in the New Super Mario Bros. Series, there was warp pipes in the first game. Honestly, there was a whole island of that in Super Mario Bros. 3, which was funny, but pretty much in Mario Wonder, there are no shortcuts to finishing it. You have to get the royal seeds in every single world. So because of that, it's not very easy to just want to go back and replay because you kind of can't take any of those shortcuts, try to finish it the fastest way possible. But even then, like, it's still fine. And then another thing, at least to me, that I kind of wish there was more of, I wish there was more items. I feel like I'm the only one who's actually kind of mad about this. How are you in the Flower Kingdom and you don't have the Ice Flower? I'm still a little mad about that, because, like, come on, you have the Fire Flower, and then you have the Wonder Flower, you have Talking Flowers. No Ice Flower is kind of crazy. But the Bubble Flower, there's no Ice Flower. But, hey. So, another negative, multiplayer. So yeah, that was also a positive, but it's also a big negative. I think multiplayer in Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the worst it's ever been, in my opinion. New Super Mario Bros. Had good multiplayer. I feel like a lot of people didn't like it. I actually really liked it. You had the choice. You could be toxic if you wanted. You could also be very helpful if you wanted. In this game, the only way you can be helpful is by playing Yoshi and allowing the other person to ride your back. That's pretty much it. In New Super Mario Bros., you're able to do things to each other, and the game will just allow you to do it. And I actually enjoyed that. Another thing I miss about that multiplayer, the camera didn't follow one person. I don't know why, but in Mario Bros. Wonder, the camera follows one person all the time until they die, and then it goes to another person. It's actually so annoying, and it really depends on whoever gets the top of the flag the first time around. So let's say that you hit the top of the flag, and then I don't know, someone else you're playing with hits the top of the flag right after. You're gonna be in control of the camera, not them. So yeah, that's just another annoyance. Like, I prefer the camera pan out so everybody can focus on themselves, but by doing that, sometimes there were some moments in the game where it just felt like I couldn't even do it with my family, so that was weird. And on top of that, I definitely feel like there were some wonder effects that just did not work for multiplayer. But again, like, still all around, like, still a really good game. Oh man, I thought I was done talking about multiplayer. Nope, still more. The whole live system, it stinks, because pretty much you can turn into a ghost, and pretty much in 5 seconds, if somebody can revive you in that time, you won't lose a life. So technically, that's not a bad thing, because actually, you're saving your life, so that's actually kind of good, right? But I feel like part of the fun of the New Super Mario Bros. Games were just like, even if you died, you got a game over or whatever, you just see the continue, you see that they give you 5 lives and stuff. It's so funny. Even sometimes when I'm watching people play the New Super Mario Bros. Games on YouTube and stuff, when I see the continue counter, and sometimes it's like, even at just simply like 5, it is so funny. But yeah, you kind of lose that with Wonder, because, well, lives really don't mean anything here. Even if you got a game over, it really doesn't matter. And then the last thing, sorry, still another multiplayer, but different type, online multiplayer. Yeah, I get that. I mean, Mario Maker 2's online is like just some of the worst online I've experienced, but Wonder would have been so much nicer if it wasn't like just ghosts of other people playing the game, because it definitely would have been more fun if you could actually kind of interact with them a little bit more than just, you know, seeing their ghosts. Like, if you could set up a race against any random person or something, or like daily challenges, I don't know, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why I kind of feel like Wonder is still kind of unfairly my favorite 2D Mario, at least for now, because Wonder does a lot of really good things, but then it just misses the mark on quite a few stuff. But yeah, overall still, Mario Wonder is still a really good game, and I hope for the next 2D Mario game, they just, you know, make one that's even better, because right now, Donkey Kong is still the best.